Hello artists, happy 4th of July. My name is Bella Art, and I'll be your instructor today. Welcome to the Paint and Sip Uganda channel on YouTube. Yay! We're now on YouTube. So yeah, we're going to get started. This is what we're going to be painting today. This in honor of our American friends and family. This is a 4th of July themed painting. It is beginner friendly and it is beautiful. I know you'll be proud to gift it to somebody or hang it at your house or hang it at your office or wherever. Yeah, it's beginner friendly. Paint and Sip Uganda, Paint and Sip Kampala works with beginner artists. It's a beginner friendly community. So don't be scared, you will paint this. It is so dope. In honor of 4th of July, which is an American independence holiday. It's an American holiday. We are painting the American flag and we are painting a tree within our painting to signify growth and progress. Yeah, so I'm gonna take you through that today, and I'll be sipping because we can't have paint and sip without the sip. So I'll be sipping something here, and yeah, so let's get started. I will interact with the camera at certain points, but if I do not, then we shall put steps in the video just so you can get all the steps, you don't miss anything. Feel free to rewind, feel free to pause, feel free to fast forward if you are ahead. But like I said, this is a beginner friendly artwork, and let us just invite the creative gods, let us invite the chill gods. This is going to be the chillest session you're going to have, and we're going to make it really, really quick. So all my supplies are in the video right now, literally here. Yeah, and you can get each supply from the canvas to the apron. You can get them from the Paint and Sip Uganda store. Just like the apron I'm wearing right now to protect my clothes from getting paint on them. So anyway, let's get started. This is a 40 centimeter by 42 centimeter canvas that comes with our adult at home kit. But I'm going to recreate it on a smaller canvas, the same artwork on a smaller canvas. This is a 30 centimeter by 24 centimeter canvas, and it comes with our picnic kits or our kids kits. Yeah, enjoy the video. And once again, America, I know many Ugandans, me myself inclusive, are such big consumers of American entertainment and several other American products. So yeah, happy Independence Day, USA. Don't overthink it. It's such a chill thing. So just have fun. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start with blue. And using my blue. So all these paints, everybody who has ordered a paint kit in this season has gotten paints to recreate, these paints to recreate this. So there's a blue that comes along with it, and using my big brush, I'm going to dig into the blue and just make a square shape on my canvas. So if you're using a 30 by 24 centimeter canvas, I advise maybe about 10 centimeters down and 10 centimeters in the length. And if you're using a 40 by 42 canvas, which is slightly bigger, I advise about 20 centimeters down, and once again 20 centimeters to the left. Oh, sorry, to the right. So yeah, and once we demarcate that section, we just fill it in. I'm going to use horizontal strokes to fill it in. Notice that I've not put my brush in the water. Although all the paints that you're given are acrylic based paint, so if you feel like your paint is a little hard, just dip your brush in the water cup and you can just come right back into the paint and just paint it over. But try not to use a lot of water because then the paint can drip down, and we don't want that. We want the paint to stay in the section that it is in. So yeah, that's all we have to do, honestly. And I keep encouraging you to always paint the sides. Never forget to paint the sides of your artwork, because when we hang our artwork, we really want it to look like the most beautiful artwork it has ever looked when it's on our walls. So we don't want it to look incomplete, so we always have to paint the sides. And now that I'm done with this step, I'm just gonna take a little bit of blue just at the tips of my brush, and starting at the bottom here, I will just make a horizontal line across. I'll make a horizontal line across. I don't care if it's painted or if it's very strong. Oh, I forgot to mention, we are going to have one break while painting this artwork, and the break will enable us to allow our artwork to dry before we put on other layers. So what I have done is I have made faint blue lines. You notice I've given it at the sides as well, and even at the top. I don't really think much about it. It's really just faint blue lines. And on this smaller canvas, I'm giving it about maybe 2 centimeter difference between them. It's just an approximation. I'm just approximating 2 centimeters. If you're using the bigger canvas, I advise you use maybe about 4 centimeters or 3.5 centimeters between the blue lines. And honestly, if you are OCD, I am happy with what mine looks like because I know what the end is supposed to be. But I know some of you are OCD and you're looking at my lines and you're like, why is it so faint here? It's very intentional. I want to give the artwork that vintage look, you know, like it's like a bit abstract. It's not the actual flag of USA. It is just a recreation of the flag. So I want to give it that vintage look, that, you know. So yeah, but I mean, like, this is your artwork. If you want yours neat lines, everything, you can go over them once again. And actually, if you want to go over the lines, I advise you use the medium-sized brush to dip into the blue and go over the lines. But for me, I'm comfortable with this, and so this is, I believe, our step 1. So at this point, we're going to wash the brush. Make sure your brush is really clean. And wash, you notice I was using horizontal strokes throughout the very first step of this artwork. And so at this point, I will gladly tell you we are done with the blue. So you can put your blue away. Wash your brush in your water cup. Everybody who got our paint kit gets a water cup in it. So wash your brush. Once you have washed your brush, you can get your cleaning cloth and dry out your brush. Your cleaning cloth does not have to be supplied by Paint and Sip Uganda unless you intentionally request for a cleaning cloth. But I advise you get a cloth that is made out of cotton, or yeah, cotton is a really good fabric. You can get like an old rug. Like for me, I use my old t-shirts, like t-shirts, and I just use them as my cleaning cloths to clean out any extra water from my brush. So once I have gotten that, I'm going to dig into the red, and I'm going to dig into the red, and I'll open my red. Once again, I told you in this particular painting, we're not going to use much of the color palette, so don't worry about it. I'm picking right from the paints themselves. So I get red on my undercoat brush, which is our big brush, and I'm just going to put it above the blue. So just above the blue, and I am very intentional about leaving the white section there. So once again, I'm not overthinking this. I'm just really going with the flow, and I get some more red. I just put it above the blue and intentionally leaving a white part there so that we can have the flag come out beautifully. At the points where I've made it really thick, instead of holding my brush like this, I will hold it like this. Do you see the difference? So like I said, instead of holding my brush like this, my undercoat brush, I will hold it like this at the points where it's really thin, and so I still get into it. I'm just putting it right above the blue, so I'm still allowing the blue to exist. It's just that I'm also adding red onto it. So yeah. Yeah, and just I feel like the bottom has been left out, so I'm also just going to wipe some red on the bottom, not necessarily putting it on the canvas, just because I think the space that I've left up is quite small. But yeah, so honestly, I am happy with what I have. I want to mention to you again, please don't overthink this. Like, we're working with a background right now, so it's not the main thing. I mean, like, to some extent it's the main thing, but it's not really the main thing. So creating art is about having fun, yeah? So don't overthink it, don't stress, yeah. That's it. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to dip my brush in the water cup, and yeah, I just wash it out. If I feel like my water is too dirty, I can pour out this water and get another water cup and wash my brush in like a new set of water, so that everything is neat and clean. And so you have to make sure that after the red, your brush is truly clean, because the next color that we are putting it in is going to be the white, and we don't want any colors mixing in our white. So yeah, so now I pick up my white using the undercoat brush. Once again, I have not changed brushes. I only advised you to change brushes if you wanted to make like the colors really neat. That's when you would have used the medium sized brush. But I don't want them really neat. I'm just thinking of it as a background, so I'm not really thinking much about it. Yeah, actually now I've made my brush dirty by just going over the blue, so I'm going to wash that out, and like I said, once again we're going to dry it out so that it's all neat. So using the white and the big brush, I'm going to go over the other parts. You pick into your white and you go over the white part of the canvas, and as anticipated, you will find since the red paint and the blue paint are still wet, you will find that you're picking up some of it. If you pick up a lot of it, then I advise you can wash your brush, wash the paint outside of your brush, and dry out your brush. And you can still go over all the other white parts, and you can repeat this process if you keep picking up any of the other paint. Remember, don't forget your sides. Once again, I want to insist, this is a beginner-friendly artwork, and you don't have to think much about it. I don't mind the mess. It looks not neat, but I don't mind it. I think that is artistic. If you mind the mess, please don't use this brush. Use the medium-sized brush, because the medium-sized brush helps you to get everything. Like, it helps you define the lines properly. I'm using my skin because this is acrylic paint and it is not toxic to the body, but it's not the best body paint. Anyway, let's just get into it. So I'm going to go over with the white. This white step, I keep washing my brush a lot because it keeps picking up some of the colors that I do not want in the white. But once again, I don't mind it that much. I don't mind the shadows, I just don't want the definite colors. Does that make sense? So I keep going. I wash my brush and I still go over this. I know you might notice that I'm a little bit fast. I know all of you are like, oh my god, I can't keep up, you're so fast. Don't worry, I'm fast because I'm an instructor. But like I said, feel free to pause, feel free to rewind the video, feel free to fast forward if you are ahead of me. Like, I can tell, like, I mean, you can see both. You see what is left, what is remaining. So yeah. And ladies, gentlemen, artists, this is the point where we take the break. This is our first and only break. We are allowing our background to dry. So let's take a break. I'm gonna give mine about 5 minutes or 10 minutes just to allow it to dry, and I will be back. In the meantime, keep sipping, keep drinking. Okay, cheers once again. See you after the break. Welcome back from your break. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to start this next and last part of our session with a toast. Happy Independence Day, USA. Your Ugandan family loves you. So, I've gotten my color palette because at this point we're going to mix quite a bit of colors. So I have my color palette now, and at this point we are going to start with our color white once again, and this is the stage where we draw a circle in the left hand side corner of our blue session. So try to draw the best circular shape that you have ever drawn in this world, ever. But once again, don't overthink it. Artwork is really a representation of you, so don't take it so seriously. Like, it's not like do or die, especially beginner friendly artwork like what we do in these videos. It's not like do or die, so enjoy each brush stroke, enjoy the process. And yeah, so once I'm done with my circular shape for the moon, I'm gonna give it just a little dot. You notice I'm using my detail brush. This is the smallest brush that I was given, and I'm just putting random dots within the blue square. That is where I'm putting just the random dots. I'm not going outside of it. These dots are going to signify the night, sky, the stars. Yeah, so this is gorgeous. Okay, I am comfortable with that. You can put as many as you want or as little as you want. It's your artwork. Don't be a glorified copy and paste machine. Be an artist. So you can change things up. Actually, you can change things up. You don't have to follow the session exactly as I do. I won't be offended if you don't follow everything like I do. I just want to see you have fun, that's all. So anyway, let us go to the next step. So with the next step, I'm going to use, you notice I'm not washing the detail brush. I'm just gonna dig into the green and the black, and I'll put them on my color palette using the small brush, the detail brush. The reason why I want this is because I want a bit of this white that is left. You see that white that goes into the green? I want it because I don't want my green to be so thick. And I just put just a little. You really don't have to put that much, yeah? Just a little. Most of the paints that we give you paints that are 20 milliliters. And trust me, most of the paints that we give you will actually use on your next order. So your next order may not necessarily be the whole kit. It could just be like a canvas. Yeah, so anyway, at this point, because I'm going to dip into the black, I wash my brush and I dig into the black. Once again, not so much black. Then I mix it all up. I mix it all up to just get a dark green, yeah? And once I have that, I'm going to leave that there. I will tell you when I will use it next. But at this point, I'm gonna grab my medium-sized brush. If I had used it earlier, then I dry it. And I'm gonna dig into my black. So once again, I don't mind if the black has a little green in it. I know the black is going to take over the green. So I dig into my black and I come to the most right hand corner, the bottom right hand corner of my canvas, and I make something like this. Now this is very, very good for you to watch because I'm recreating the tree that is right over there. So you have to watch this clearly. Once I get to around here, I can now branch out. Get it? Branch out? Like get the branches. Okay, so I make as many branches as I want. There's no rule to how many branches you're supposed to want, but I advise that your branches are all above the bottom blue square. Make sure that your branches do not go so low, right? We want the flag to shine. We want the flag to show. So you notice I'm not finishing that part out because I really don't want to. And when I want to take this up to the top, I take it up to the top. So now that I'm there, I'm still gonna dip into my black, and then I will make such motions. I don't know how to explain this, but it's just you having your paint on your brush and just tapping. So you tap this, just tap like that to leave behind leaf-like shapes. So I just keep tapping in the different shapes that I want. Once again, don't overthink anything. Like, art is supposed to be like the most chill thing ever. So you see I'm going around the brush, I'm going around the branches, and I'm just creating that with the branches. I even add another little branch over here just to show. I could even add another one here. Like, really, honestly, just do what you want to do. Make your artwork look like how you want it to look. Don't overthink anything. The main thing is for you to have the most fun ever. That's all. Like, that's all. Just have fun creating this artwork so that you can have a beautiful memory. And now that I have the black part of my tree complete, I want like some sort of root. So I'm going to come down here and join at whatever point of my tree. I want that, but then I make it disappear. Let me show you what I mean. So you see this? I make it disappear a bit, then I bring it up here to meet the rest of the stem. So once again, honestly, just do whatever you want to do. I just want to see feedback that you all are having fun. Record videos of you doing these steps and just tag us on social media. Tag Paint and Sip Uganda on every social media that you have, and we would love to see you recreate such beautiful artwork with us, because that is what we are supposed to do. We're supposed to create artwork. So you notice I have gone over my stem, made it a little thicker. And once again, I just want to tell you, honestly, just do you. Do you, do you, do you. So that was the last time I've used the black. I'm gonna wash my brush, my black, my medium-sized brush that had black in it. I wash it out. I dry it out. I take a sip of my drink. And do you remember the dark green that we made by mixing the green and the black? So I come back to that and I pick a bit of it. I just want to give my tree highlights and some green branches, yeah? So I just come over here. I'm just using the tips of my brush to give it some highlights. I'm even picking up some red. I don't know why the red is coming up, but I just go with the flow, pick it up, just keep going and keep going. And I forgot to mention, I don't have music in my background because I have to record a video. But honestly, as you enjoy this session, have some music playing in your background, yeah? So, but make sure you can still hear me and take on all the steps. So once again, with the same motion that I did, I'm still going to go over all of these, and at this point I even just want to dig into more of my green, yeah? Using the same technique that we used the first time round with the black. I'm just tapping and I'm leaving branch like leaves on my tree. So yeah, that is what we're recreating. Enjoy the process, have fun with it, don't overthink anything, don't criticize yourself too much. You are just a beginner artist. Nobody arrives at being like Picasso in one day, yeah? But you can try it. You got this. I know you got this. I know you got this. I know you get this. You got this. So, I'm done. That has been our session. But before we close off the session, I'd just like us to grab our detail brush and we will dig into the white or any other color that you want. I want you to be as creative as possible. You could grab a red and sign over here, but you have to let it dry first, yeah? You have to let it dry first. Or you could even grab a white and sign here. On the original masterpiece, I signed with a white over here. And on this, I'm gonna sign with a white in the red because I'm sure that the red has dried. I'm using my detail brush because detail brushes help you to bring details to life, just like your signature, just like your name. So I'm going to just, I'm using the tips of my detail brush. I'm not overthinking it. And I'm going. This is a beginner-friendly artwork, so don't stress this. Like, enjoy the process, enjoy you. So I have to put Bella Art UG because I'm from Uganda, and you can sign yours the way that you want to sign it. UG stands for Uganda, so Bella Art UG. And I'll just put a little bit of decorations there. And we are done! We are done with our beautiful artwork. I know some of you might want to go over the moon. Like if you want to go over it and just give it a different, like another layer, please do you go over it. Just give it another layer. Go over whichever steps you want to go over just to make them as neat as you want them. But again, don't overdo it. You know, like you might end up destroying the artwork. So don't overdo it. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Thank you for following our beginner-friendly 4th of July Independence Day artwork for the United States of America. Once again, happy Independence Day, America. We Ugandan brothers and sisters and artists love you so much, and we're rooting for you. We're rooting for American growth, hence the tree. And yeah, and oh my God, painting this does not take away our patriotism as Ugandans. We are very patriotic to our nation, but we also know that we are global citizens, so we respect other nations too and love them so much. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm done with my artwork. This is the one that would look, the one that would be done on a 24 centimeter by 30 centimeter canvas. And this is what it would look like on a 40 centimeter by 42 centimeter canvas. Happy Independence Day. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. We want to see the feedback. Please follow us on Instagram, Paint and Sip Uganda. On Twitter, Paint and Sip UG. On Facebook, Paint and Sip Uganda. Please tag us, follow us, show us your artwork. Do the holy grails of YouTube, subscribe, like and share. And I also have a personal YouTube channel, Bella RTG. Please subscribe to my channel. I also have art videos there. And it has been a pleasure being your instructor this evening. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye. Happy painting. Cheers.